Hello. Today I'd like to invite you to come and explore with me the wonderful world of invertebrates. We vertebrate humans, we tend to forget that we're actually in a minority. With our internal skeletons and our skulls surrounding our brains, and those spines that cause problems for gardeners when they bend over too much, we forget we're in a minority. Now, there are lots of other animals that share a similar vertebrate design. It's frogs and cats and dogs and rats, beavers, elephants, lions, tigers, mice, fish, though they have fins, and birds, though they have wings. They're all vertebrates. But we are, when it comes down to it, vastly outnumbered by invertebrates. Those creatures that have survived mostly for millions of years of evolution without bothering with spines and internal skeletons at all. Take arthropods. Arthropods is one of the biggest groupings of invertebrates. It includes all insects. And the arthropod design is brilliant. Head, thorax, abdomen, six-jointed legs, wings if you're an insect, antennae that pick up the slightest movement or vibration or chemical communication, and the exoskeleton, the hard outer layer that keeps safe all the soft squishy bits. Dragonflies, for example, are pretty much the same as they were when they were humming around the Carboniferous forest. They survived several mass extinctions, outlived dinosaurs, because they're a supremely good design. They would have been huge back then, because those forests contained huge trees that were photosynthesizing so busily. They produced tons and tons of oxygen, and so all the animals got very big. They're smaller now, obviously. Humans, you see, given that we only emerged 200,000 years ago, we haven't really been very long on this planet. So, as an example of successful evolution, well, it remains to be seen. Besides arthropods, there are other invertebrate animals that seem to have no hard bits at all. How do they manage? How do they protect themselves from predators? I mean, there might be a bit of shell to keep their back safe, but what else can they do? Well, caterpillars often camouflage themselves. They might have spines, spiny prickles, that kind of spine. They might produce a bit of poison or bite a little. Or they might produce lots of gooey slime. I'm a snail, my teeth will never fail, and like you, I grow new ones as I chew. I'm a snail, with my tentacles and tail. If you threaten me, I'll spew lots of goo. There are many who would eat me for a treat. Are they cruelly attacked by a sunthrush for a snack? But I have my strategy to get amazingly gooey and stick their beaks up with a gulp of goo. I'm a snail, my teeth will never fail, and like you, I grow new ones as I chew. I'm a snail, with my tentacles and tail. If you threaten me, I'll spew lots of goo. My touchy-feely tentacles sniff out delicious meals. When I come out at night, I can tell it's dark, not light. I breathe gently through my skin, or if I need to let more air in, a gulp into my breathing pore will do. I'm a snail, my teeth will never fail, and like you, I grow new ones as I chew. I'm a snail, with my tentacles and tail. If you threaten me, I'll spew lots of goo. If there is great heat or a deadly chill, I can retreat into my shell. My love affairs are intricate because I am hermaphrodite. I lay eggs and I fertilize them too. I'm a snail, my teeth will never fail, and like you, I grow new ones as I chew. I'm a snail, with my tentacles and tail. If you threaten me, I'll spew lots of goo. Beetles are bad news for me, glowworms are my enemy. They eat me up or leave me paralyzed. Oh, let me gracefully glide and find places to hide as I share all the vegetables you prize. I'm a snail, my teeth will never fail, and like you, I grow new ones as I chew. I'm a snail, with my tentacles and tail. If you threaten me, I'll spew lots of goo. Lumaka, identi non mi stacca, ricrescendo mentre mastico. Lumaka, con tentacoli e coda, se minacci, butto fuori tanta bava. And bava is the Italian for slime. And snails do renew their teeth, or rather their radula, which is more like a saw blade, every day, I think. Now, some animals get a bad reputation for no obvious reason at all. Maybe because there's stories about them that aren't quite true. I mean, were you ever told, as I was, I think, that earwigs might get into your ear and bore into your brain? Well, they can't, of course. And in fact, they are gardeners' friends. They eat the woolly aphids that infest apple trees. Now, I'm sorry, I haven't yet got a song to put things from the aphid's point of view. It'll come. Let me make it very clear, I don't want to live in your ear. I just want to be happy in the apple tree. And though I might nibble on a little bit of petal, you just want to see what a good friend I can be. Earwigs, you just want to be happy in the apple tree. Earwigs, we just want to be happy in the apple tree. We find aphids very tasty, so don't you be too hasty with poisonous spray. That's really not the way. You may destroy one pest, but you'll also kill the rest of us insects living peacefully. Earwigs, we just want to be happy in the apple tree. If you find us back to back, nestled into a crack, don't assume immediately that we're harming the tree. We like a cozy nest where we can snuggle with the rest of our friends and family. Earwigs, we just want to be happy in the apple tree. We look after our young with tender care. Unlike aphids, we only have one brood a year. And once they're grown up, they need to get away, 'cause Mama might eat the ones that stay. Earwigs, we just want to be happy in the apple tree. Earwigs, we just want to be happy in the apple tree. So if your hand reaches out for a can of toxic spray, remember all the aphids we can munch up in a day. Their numbers may recover from insecticide, but us poor earwigs will all have died. Earwigs, we just want to be happy in the apple tree. Earwigs, we just want to be happy in the apple tree. Have you ever tried counting the number of legs on a millipede or a centipede? I mean, there's a lot, aren't there? Somebody must have done, because apparently millipedes have anything between 1 and 200 legs, and centipedes probably fewer, sort of 35 to 100 and something. And the real difference is in personality. Centipedes are highly nervous, fast-moving creatures. They voracious predators. They eat things bigger than themselves that move. Millipedes are kind of slow and clunky, vegetarians or vegans, peace and love kind of animals. How many legs? How many legs? How many legs? If I move at lightning speed, that means I'm a centipede. I will chase and bite my dinner, and my body's slightly thinner. How many legs? How many legs? How many legs? How many legs? If I move quite slowly, and I'm rather muscly, tube-shaped and clunky, a millipede, that's me. How many legs? How many legs? How many legs? How many legs? Millipede or centipede, it all depends on how you feed, how you move and how you feel, and do you roll into a ball? Are your legs short or long? Are you rather highly strung? Do you chase and bite your dinner? Or are you vegetarian? How many legs? 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 So, I know lots of people do have problems with spiders. So I'm not going to show you any pictures or anything like that, but I'd just like to say, there aren't really any deadly poisonous spiders in Wales or in the rest of the UK. It's true that the false widow spiders that came here, probably on a boat or in somebody's luggage, in the first half of the 19th century, if you're very unlucky and get a false widow spider's bite and it goes wrong, you might end up in hospital. But we don't really have any spiders that can kill us, and most of them are extremely harmless. And also useful. House spiders eat other creatures that people don't want in their houses, and same for garden spiders. Spiders, spiders in all shapes and sizes, we're not that poisonous, so don't be afraid of us. Few of us sting as badly as a bee, so don't do anything nasty to me. The silk that we spin is fine and strong, we use it to help us float along, or to catch our dinner as it passes by, so we have the strength to fly to the sky. Spiders, spiders in all shapes and sizes, we're not that poisonous, so don't be afraid of us. Few of us sting as badly as a bee, so don't do anything nasty to me. You put off my legs that are hairy, well the spider can't shave to look less scary. If you find me in your bath, just be polite, pick me up gently and set me right. Spiders, spiders in all shapes and sizes, we're not that poisonous, so don't be afraid of us. Few of us sting as badly as a bee, so don't do anything nasty to me. We can fast for months, but when we eat, we can keep on going till we're replete. The stomach swells, you think I'd pop, but unlike some, we know when to stop. Spiders, spiders in all shapes and sizes, we're not that poisonous, so don't be afraid of us. Few of us sting as badly as a bee, so don't do anything nasty to me. Some of our behaviour is quite enthralling, some of it humans may find appalling. Eating your neighbour is not what you do, but a spider may eat her husband too. Spiders, spiders in all different sizes, we're not that poisonous, so don't be afraid of us. Few of us sting as badly as a bee, so don't do anything nasty to me. Now, in the summer, there's that lovely summery sound of grasshoppers. They rub their legs against their wings to make the sound, and it speeds up as it gets warmer. If a cloud goes over the sun, they slow down. They're pretty lovely. Now, it's true that some grasshoppers can turn into locusts, and locusts do have a bad reputation. And how it happens is this: when a large number of them find themselves too closely packed together down on the ground, they start to change colour, they grow wings, and then they all take off together in a huge black cloud. And of course, as they fly along, if they go across a field full of tasty crops, they can munch it up pretty fast. However, as far as I know, there haven't been any plagues of locusts in Wales, at least not recently. Grasshopper, see me jump, grasshopper, see me play. Can you find me in the long grass, hidden on a sunny day, pretending I'm a twig or a leaf on a warm summer day, pretending I'm a twig or a leaf on a warm summer day. Grasshopper, see me jump, grasshopper, see me play. Can you find me in the long grass, hidden on a sunny day, pretending I'm a twig or a leaf on a warm summer day. Can you find me, can you find me, can you find me on a warm summer day? Can you find me, can you find me, can you find me on a warm summer day? Can you find me, can you find me, can you find me? And then in late summer, well, we all have it, don't we? Those wasps that blunder around trying to get into the jam pot and looking for sugar and generally making a nuisance of themselves. But again, see it from their point of view. They've got no work anymore. They've been chucked out of the colony. They're really, really hungry and really they have nothing much to look forward to. Yeah, it's pretty sad. You may see a bee, but a bee is not me. I'm a wasp, I be a wasp. I have a bad reputation for causing havoc in the kitchen and general consternation when there's sugar around or jam to be found. But that's only because I'm a wasp that is lost and seeking some sweetness at the end of my days. Want to go out in a jam-filled haze. I'm a wasp that is lost, have pity on me. Though I sting, I'm a wasp, not a bee. I worked all year to serve my queen, and now there's no job left for me. It's all falling apart, the home's a mess, I'm drunk and disorderly. I can't work out where to go in life, so I hover around your jammy knife. I'm a wasp that is lost, have pity on me. Though I sting, I'm a wasp, not a bee. So hide the sugar and cover the jam, and don't pay attention to me. I'll fly away on drooping wings in thirst and misery. On some rotting fruit I will end my days, buzzing around all sugar crazed. I'm a wasp that is lost, have pity on me. Though I sting, I'm a wasp, not a bee. And I'd like to finish with a song about perhaps one of the most ubiquitous creatures on earth. Diptera, the two-winged, the flies. Another very, very ancient creature. And quite honestly, life probably wouldn't survive without them. They do so much cleaning up and recycling and generally keeping things going. tara, two-winged we are, flies, flies of every size. Dip, 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 tara, terrible, hairy, flat-footed, robber or soldier, could be down a drain or in a leaf on a tree. Recycling, transforming, disinfecting, pollinating, keeping the earth clean and free. Dip, 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 tara, two-winged we are, flies, flies of every size. Dip, 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 tara, murderous, courageous, formidable, voracious, happy in the tropics or Arctic ice, stalk-eyed and gorgeous, miners and borers, mosquitoes, biting gnats, and flies with hairy eyes. Dip, 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 tara, two-winged we are, flies, flies of every size. Dip, 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 tara, dip, 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 tara, two-winged we are, flies, flies of every size. Dip, 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 tara, love them or hate them, stop to admire them, explorers, survivors, cleaners of the earth, parasitic, predatory, flesh-eating or veggie, part of the great cycle of death and rebirth. Dip, 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 tara, two-winged we are, flies, flies of every size. Dip, 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 tara, dip, 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 tara, two-winged we are, flies, flies of every size.